Buckle up! For those relying on SonicWall firewalls, July 2025 brought a worrying spike in Akira ransomware attacks, shaking even the most security-conscious organizations. This new campaign, flagged by Arctic Wolf, didn't just sneak through the usual cracks. It potentially broke in through a hole no one saw coming. But here's where it gets controversial. Even companies following every security manual step weren't immune. And the attack tactics could rewrite assumptions about just how secure a fully patched system really is. Arctic Wolf detected a jump in ransomware campaigns directly exploiting SonicWall SSL VPN devices in late July 2025. What made this alarming wasn't just the uptick, but the sophistication. Multiple breaches occurred within days, all focusing on VPN entry via SonicWall's SSL VPN. Previously trusted methods for keeping attackers out, like credential rotations and enforcing modern multi-factor authentication, MFA, with TOTP, occasionally failed. And this is the part most people miss. Even the latest updates and freshly changed credentials on these devices didn't always save organizations from compromise. Although brute force, password guessing, and credential stuffing attacks haven't been completely ruled out, investigators are seriously considering the possibility of a zero-day vulnerability, a flaw that had not been publicly documented or patched. Imagine the frustration. You've just rotated passwords and enabled all the right settings, but attackers still find a way in. Some might argue this puts the whole idea of a perfectly secure firewall under scrutiny. Arctic Wolf Labs is still piecing together all the details and promises more updates as their investigation continues. But here's what they've seen so far. The Akira ransomware surge started around July 15, 2025, and mimicked earlier patterns seen as far back as October 2024. Attackers typically exploited SonicWall SSL VPN to gain login access, and then moved rapidly to encrypt data, sometimes within hours of first getting in. And while legitimate VPN users usually connect from standard ISPs, these attacks came from cloud-based virtual private servers. A telling giveaway if you know what to look for. Hot take. Arctic Wolf also felt the sting. They use their own tools and are following their own recommended playbook in response. If the experts are scrambling, what about everyone else? What can organizations do right now? Here's a breakdown of immediate actions and practical advice. Disable the SonicWall SSL VPN service entirely if you can, until a reliable patch is released. It's a big step, and not everyone will agree with pulling the plug. But when a 0-day is on the table, drastic measures could be justified. Would you risk business continuity for peace of mind, or bet on your backup security layers? Integrate SonicWall logs with Arctic Wolf Managed Detection and Response, MDR, for real-time monitoring. To set this up, follow detailed instructions. Purge any user accounts that are no longer needed, especially those with VPN access. These can become low-hanging fruit for attackers. Enforce regular password changes. Stale logins are a gift to cybercriminals. Here's a twist that might spark debate. Even textbook best practices won't guarantee 100% protection, as this campaign has shown. Are traditional cyber hygiene strategies enough, or do we need to rethink what good looks like when facing zero-day threats? Another advanced defensive move considered blocking VPN logins from certain hosting provider networks, listed below. Since attackers often use cloud VPSs to sneak in, just proceed with caution. Blanket bans could disrupt legitimate user access or block privacy VPNs. Here are some provider ASNs to review. ReliableSite.net LLC, AS23470. Global Connectivity Solutions LLP, AS215540. Unreal Servers LLC, AS64236. 1G Servers LLC, 14315. CloudVider Limited, AS62240. A heads up for the detail-oriented. Indicators from a previous Arctic Wolf investigation in October 2024 might still help, but haven't shown up in the newest attacks, worth keeping in your threat intel files. So where does this leave us? For some, the idea that all these defenses still failed is